and gentlemen, we're here at Fort Halifax is over there, and we're across the road at the hiking trails. So pretty much we can walk along the edge of the field or in the field if you want. And there's some hiking trails. This is Armstrong Meadow Loop. It's 0.35 miles. I don't see any clouds in the sky. Like storm. This is like storm wind. Look at the leaves on the. So we're gonna walk down this hill. But anyway, earlier today, took a drive over to Perry County, where I'm from, and just driving around Newport, Thompsontown, Millerstown. Went back to where I grew up in, used to be P.O. Box 477. Millerstown, but that's changed now. They're all in the 180s, 170, 180s. The mailbox numbers. I noticed that there behind the house where I grew up, there was a field. Then there was like a load of pine trees, like rows and rows and rows of pine trees. Well, somebody built a house in the, I want to say, pine tree thicket. Okay? And that just amazed me. And then in the one field, they put one of those state-of-the-art chicken coops. And in that field behind that chicken place, there's a man and a wife cemetery plot, and I would like to go back and visit there, but I don't want to get for trespassing. So I don't know who to go to see, because there are people that are living in these houses that I don't even know no more. So yeah, I did one time. I drove over back guy. I was driving up through real slow, just looking at the houses, and then one old guy in a truck stopped me and said, "Hey, what you doing?" I'm like, "I'm looking at the old house I grew up in." And he's like, "That's my daughter's house." And I'm like, I would love to stop and see it, but so basically, yeah, that was pretty much it from I just don't feel right going up to somebody's house and knocking on the door. Even though I used to live in that house, I grew up in that house. Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know. I could grab my kahunas, and go up and knock on the door and be like, "Hey, I grew up here. I would like to visit the pet graves." And like way we did, my grandpa, myself, my grandmother. Everything's all basically looks like it's all grown up. Where we used to have a garden on top of the hill, just before, like when I said that there was the field behind the house. Well, we had a garden at the top of the hill where the field was, and then it went to the pine grove thicket. Might as well say pine grove thicket. And yeah, so, but yeah, I'll tell you what. And then the orchard that we had, Grandpa was experimenting. he was splicing Golden Delicious with different types of like put Golden Delicious with pears. He was splicing this into the trees. So yeah, yeah, I'm just like blown away at the progress. And then there's houses that were built up back up on the side of the mountain. There's just driveways. You just seen driveways, and then you seen like little areas of house, of like little like tin roofs, and or smokestacks sticking out. And I just can't believe it. Oh, it looks like somebody's socks. We're down here at the creek. Nice little creek. Rocky already went into the Susquehanna River. He went swimming off the Thompsontown boat ramp. I really had to go to the bathroom, so we stopped there when we went to visit the graves. Then while we were there I was checking on my dad. Well, looks like they buried my stepmother, Betty, because right beside him, I'm probably think he's flipping in his grave, yelling at him all the time, because that's what she did. She always yelled at him. He got smart. She used to take all the money and like blow the money. So he got into the fact where he just hid money. He like started hiding money in his truck, so he had money for himself. So, but yeah, we're walking now down in this little field here. It loops up, I guess it goes around here and then back up the hill. So we're going to take that, and I'm going to talk. So she's now buried beside my dad. And I want to thank the family from Arizona for buying a headstone for my dad. I was going to pay for it and buy it, or even chip in on it, but they took care of it. So thank you out in Arizona. If you even watch my YouTube, so I'm having a trip down memory lane, because with the pain that's happening in my stomach or abdomen, had this, and it made her pass out in an elevator when she worked at Labor and Industry. And luckily some guy was there named Pat. He gave her mouth to mouth and actually saved her life. So yeah, she had the same issues with these ulcers. So yeah, look at that little girl back there. Look at her. She's actually walking today. Ooh, I gotta watch out for poison ivy down through here. Rocky wants. Oh, there's some. There's some. There's poison ivy. See it? See it? Oh my God! And the cure's right beside it. This little cure here, this little plant here, you take and make a salve out of it, and it counteracts the poison ivy. Oh, look at this little. This is nice. Rocky could get out here and swim. He's going in the water. Look at that. And he's drinking it. Oh, and you're even in the water. Wow. Look at this. Oh, those little rock inlets right there make me what is that? Man of Constant Sorrow, where the ladies are down there smacking the laundry on the rocks, and they're singing. Oh, look at him. He's swimming again. Look at him. He's in the current. Look at him. This little girl, she's just running around eating grass. Well, anyway, let's get back to the ulcers. The ulcers would make her lightheaded. And I guess basically what it is that the ulcers would bleed enough to where it dropped the BP pressure, and it would cause like lightheadedness and fainting. So, come in, lady. Oh, Rocky, wanna walk? Rocky, here. Wanna walk? Yeah, let's walk along the creek. Yeah, let's walk along the creek. So it would cause some fainting issues. So, yeah. So I'm pretty much right there at that stage now. And the VA is no help. 100% absolutely no help at all, because they don't want to take the time to like listen to a person and understand where they're coming from. They just so busy on their 9 to 5, just want to collect that hourly check and go to fuck home. Excuse my language, but that's just how it is. And I'm really sad. Nobody wants to sit down and diagnose something. So I come with, and they think you're stupid. They treat you like you're stupid too. And it's not like you don't have Google and you don't have different medical apps at your app, and like you haven't had like just in school, just having health class. You know, they treat you like you don't know what you're talking about. I listened to the doctor as I was sitting there getting my IV put in, and I heard him, oh, it's just gastritis, and just give him some Malox and send him on his way. And it was like, I looked at the clock when he was saying that, and it was 2:51. So he got off at 3:30. So, what's that tell you? That tells me a lot. I mean, the guy's more worried about the clock than actually sitting down and maybe... He did talk to me, but he wasn't listening. He was listening for what he wanted to hear. And I have that same problem with my primary care. And I'm sorry, but my primary care is of color and already has a grudge. Even before I walked in the door and said one word, even talked, already had a grudge. You could tell by the look. So, yeah, if you're not going to listen to me, and you're just going to sit there and check the boxes, and I see the box pop up and says, hey, it might be this, and he says it, and I'm reading it as it pops up at the same time as he checks the box. So So my PC primary care is just a box checker. So I'm just wondering I know doctors can have a day average, you know. I don't have I don't think the people that work at the VA are A+ students. Let's just put it that way. Or they don't think outside the box. They just check the box and it's whatever VA computer says it is. So I really think medicine's going backwards instead of forwards, because government wants to control everything, and so yeah. So they treat you like you're stupid. So I'm tired of being treated like I'm stupid. So so there is a natural healing place just up the road in Millersburg. There's a natural healing place that actually has popped up now, and they offer a lot of services. They offer blood testing. They offer all sorts of testing, but the only thing is, it's out of pocket. It's no insurance. So it's all, hopefully, when I go, and it's in a reasonable dollar amount. Right, Precious? Look at that little girl. Look at him. He's up there walking. Yeah, so I hope it's a reasonable dollar amount. Man, I could stay back here and take a little lunch and sit back there, and the dogs and I could just like sit back there. It's pretty cool. I just need some bug spray. Yeah, there's probably some animals up in there. But when I get excited and I talk real fast and I seem like I'm shouting, my blood pressure's up. And when my blood pressure's up, that means it's hurting. That whatever is in my stomach, in my guts is hurting. I'm thinking it's more in my stomach, and it's probably a pyloric ulcer. So, yeah. So I seen where certain bacteria, and I don't know if the dogs and I may have shared a bacteria or something. You know, that could be a possibility. Because, yeah, we could have shared some, because you give me kisses, I'm giving you kisses, and slobber gets everywhere. So who's to say that we didn't get some stuff mixed up together? Huh? Yeah? You want to go back that way? We're going up this way. This says to the northeastern meadow loop. So, looks like there's going to be a bunch of raspberries in through here. It looks like fresh plants. Fresh raspberry plants. So, so anyway, this is going to be probably a long one. I'm just because also would it be if it's not an ulcer? Well, it feels like one to me, because it's localized and it stays and it doesn't move, and yeah. So, and only when I'm stressed it really to take care of it. But they want to give me Flomidamide or whatever it is. It's you can buy it in the store, and it's supposed to reduce the acid in your stomach. But I know the other night I was just like curious, so got some Metamucil, and I tried Metamucil out, and I can tell you that relaxed my gut really good. It felt, I went to bed, slept, had a good night's sleep, did not wake up. So Rocky and Precious, it woke me up in the morning and wanted to go for a walk. And I had the best night's sleep after taking that Metamucil. Maybe I don't have enough fiber in my diet. See, maybe the doc needs to sit down and maybe, oh yeah, try some fiber, get some more fiber. Here, try this Metamucil. Maybe that'll soak up some. If it's really acid, maybe that'll soak up some of the acid. But I'm sitting here worrying, and I think worrying too, because I can feel when I get ready to, like almost pass out, because it's like I'm lightheaded. But I also went online and I looked up, and another thing it could be is because it's called Meniere's disease. So my grandmother had something like this, and I have something like this, and so it makes me wonder if it's just a disease that's passed on. So, you two want to go walk in the woods? You two want to walk this? You want to go back? You want to go back, or you want to walk some more? What's up to you? What do you want to do? You want to go back to the truck? Or you want to walk? What is he doing? No, you better not be rolling in no poop. I'll smack you. I'll smack your little rear end so raw. No, I'm just kidding. You know you won't do that. You're my buddy. You coming? Coming? All right, she's coming. See, there she is. She's coming. Yeah, there she is. She's at her truck. Rocky wants to go this way for some reason. So it gives me more time to talk to you guys. And yeah, I just don't understand. So when he's there talking to me, basically I've been knowing I need an upper GI because I haven't had one in almost 10 years. I've had several colonoscopies. They love shoving shit up my ass. So, yeah. So I've had maybe 4 colonoscopies, and maybe one upper GI to look at my stomach. So I don't get these doctors. So he says I'm a good candidate, that I need to have an upper GI done. So, and I don't like my primary care because my primary care won't do what I want. He'll do just the opposite. I had a nurse that was actually working with me, and she sent me for testing because I thought it was my chest, and maybe my heart. And we did those tests, and it's not my heart. So it's somewhere in it could be my stomach. But then I was talking to a nurse the other day, and she said, you know what? It doesn't matter if it's on the left side, right side. It could be your gallbladder. And I stood there and I was like, wait a minute. My my son's complaining that he maybe had kidney stones, and he's had 3 of them in the past year, kidney stones. And I'm like standing there. I had a sharp pain in my kidney and also in one of my testicles. So I'm standing there thinking, maybe I passed a stone or something, and you know, if I could look at, I don't understand it too. They did a CAT scan, okay, of my lower half of my body, and they pretend it's. I hate when I go to the doctors, and they do a test, and they don't sit down and say, hey, here is what we are looking at. They don't do that. They just, oh, it's okay, it's fine. You know, that's all they. That's all comes out of their mouth. Oh yeah, it's okay, it's fine. You know how I do know this. What it's very suspicious is because, okay, they took it once, took my blood once, took my blood twice. And then finally a lab tech, because she didn't believe the nurse was taking it right, came and took my blood. What was happening, they said my blood was hemolyzing. So the one nurse said, I asked, what's hemolyzing? And the nurse said, well, basically your blood is clotting. And then I asked the actual lab technician when she was there. And she said, it's because your blood has more blood. And this is a lab technician. That is the stupidest answer ever. Your blood has more blood. This is the person that's testing my blood. So, really makes me have very 100%. I just love the VA. They really make me understand what's going on inside myself. You know, I have much more. Wow, lady. You sound terrible. Okay, your brother's okay. Normally he's the one with the tongue out. I see they got rid of the tree that fell down here. They cut it up. This tree here fell down, and it was all over this corner area. So they cut it up. Because here's the Creekside Witches tree. This is where they used to hang witches. So, right here, yes. They used to hang witches in this tree. And this tree behind me, they used to hang witches. So, as you can see, witness tree. What? Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry, they didn't hang witches in it. Maybe they did. Maybe they did back in the colony days. But this says witness tree, so I don't know what that means. I have to do research. I have to look that up. I'm sure they have a pamphlet over there. But so is this like some sort of kind of praying tree? I like my idea better. That's where they hung witches. That's where they hung witches. You ready to go back, precious? Come on. Let's go back to the truck. Your tongue's like a half mile long. If you go that way, it's even longer. Here. Come on over here. Let's walk through the woods. Yeah, we're walking through the woods. Next to down there is this was a road down to the stream for logging. All right, precious. We'll walk through the woods. I wanted to do that in the first place, but Rocky was already on his trail. Look down there. I could see Indians coming in through here and going fishing in the creek. But yeah, anyway, I just don't get it. They don't want to look at it as a whole. They just want to look at it in individual, the individual thing. They don't want to take it all, you know, uh, you know, blood pressure, stomach, feeling sick, you know, lightheadedness. They don't want to take, all the balance issues, me having ringing in my ears. They don't want to take all the symptoms and categorize them into one thing. So maybe it's an ulcer. Maybe that, like I said, it could be the ulcer, because there's three things that show up when I put all my symptoms in. And so, but you know what's happening? I think in my head, I'm believing it, and it's like manifesting it. And I've got to stop thinking that it's manifesting it, maybe. So what I need to do is change what I'm doing in my life and go from there. So look down there, falling down that hill. Look at this little girl. Oh, she's going to need a drink of water. Here. So, I think I got too comfortable in my own house. Oh, Jesus. Look at this. I could fall down into that batch of poison ivy down there. That's one big batch down there. Yep, so I know this is going to be a long one today. But yeah, I need to change what I'm doing, myself. I need to get out of the funk. And I just need to find a VA doctor that will sit and listen and understand where I am. Oh, look, you can go down that way. We're up. We're going to go up. Okay, Rock. Going up. Going up. Oh, she's taking her time. I'm taking my time too. So, but yeah, I just need to find a doctor who understands, and then I'm just tired of like little things. Like, why don't they just classify it? What's causing? You have all these symptoms, but they don't ask what causes it. They don't ascertain what causes it. Could put a nice camp down there along the shore there. So, hope nobody brings their dog. I don't want to have to rush and put these guys on a leash. Rocky would be the first one off, because he's ahead of. He's point. Rocky's point, and Precious is the rear. I'm in the middle. See, we're back at that road. All right, do we want to go out in the sun, or do we want to take the shady area. Precious Slay. I want to go. Slay, I want to go. All right. Come on, lady. We'll get you back to the truck. So yeah, it just makes me, yeah, yeah, it just, yeah, I don't know. They're just not listening. That's all I can say. And no one's taking the time to. Oh, yeah. And it's just constantly having to. It like right here, right here. So I think it's in my stomach. Or duodenum, duodenum. Yeah, something like that. Duodenum. I don't know what it was called. It's like hooked to your stomach. It's like you got your stomach and you got your where it goes into your small intestine, then goes around in your small intestine, and it goes into your large intestine, and then comes out your colon. Or at least that's how I was taught that how food flows from health class. It's not like it goes into your colon and then out your butt. It's got to go through your small intestine and then into your colon and then into your large intestine, then into your colon. And then on the opposite end of your large intestine, you have your appendix. The appendix. So it's not my appendix. It's in the beginning part of my gum, comes down the esophagus into the stomach. So see, and you'd think on a CAT scan or something they could see pinpoint, like, I don't know. I would like to have somebody explain my CAT scan, you know. Would be nice. Someone be standing there after they did, hey, and look over, and then I could be like, hey, what's that? And they'd be like, oh, that's the problem. Oh, is it now? Instead of just, doctor coming back, taking the lab tech's advice and being like, because the lab tech determines it, not the doctor, according to the nurse. So lab tech will be like, oh, okay, you know, okay, he's fine, I don't see anything. And they want to get off at 3 o'clock too. Let's just put it that way. They want to get off at 3 o'clock too. Go home on a Friday. That's basically what it comes down to. Is give these guys some water. There you go. Rocky, no, don't get in the truck. I said don't get in the truck. Precious. Here, get some water. Sit in the shade. I'm going to sit here in the shade. Nope. Both of them right in the truck. Darn AC. There you go. There you go. Drink some water. You're hot. Gotta drink water. Okay, yeah. So, I do say that after taking the Metamucil, it like did help. All right, we're gonna get these dogs back home and AC, but yeah, I do think I need to change my ways, and I think I need to actually get other people involved. I have to find a group that actually specializes in VA, because if it's definitely the Meniere's disease, that's a full 100%, regardless anything, and I think that's why they don't want to. They want to basically, well, I would say tiptoe. I'm going to say tiptoe because I would use another word. They want to tiptoe around what really it is. I truly think that. And anyway, I gotta change my whole lifestyle. I mean, because I don't have family here. I really don't have any family. I just went over and I visited the people I grew up with in the cemetery. I really didn't grow up with my brother or sister. My mother, no. I grew up in Perry County, and everything. The houses are all sold to different people. I don't know anybody over there. The only place I can visit people that I know is in the cemetery. I'm going to go back, like my grandpa on my dad's side. He's from Biglerville. I will be going down to Biglerville and checking on the graves there and figuring out any tree from down there. Yeah, and just I want to get I either want to build a camper for on top of this truck or get one. I need to really downsize everything in my house. I really do. I really do need to downsize. Looks like there's people out here. Maybe they had a doggy. Maybe they left the doggy out. So yeah, I really truly need to change my routine, my thinking, and basically how I live. And oh, they're flying airplanes. Oh, okay. Huh. Yep. Flying remote control airplanes. One just did a dive bomb towards the truck. Oh, that's not. It's a big enough area to do that. You could come out here and fly a kite. I thought about that a couple times, bringing a kite out here to this big field. and you know, but this is the opposite side of the Fort Hunter. This is Halifax Fort. No, not Fort Halifax. Excuse me. Fort Halifax. It's Fort Halifax Park. So, but if you go across the street, there's places where you can camp. You can camp down by the river. The last time I did a video was before COVID. I did one by myself, and then I think I did one with Rachel, my ex-girlfriend. So yeah. But anyway, yeah. So I need to start looking at changing things. It's everything I could really think, because my lifestyle, there's nobody here to like keep me like grounded, or hold me accountable. I'm thinking of, if I do travel, I'm gonna basically I'm gonna sell the house. It's too much for me. I think I'm gonna sell it, so I can travel on the money. That's what I think I'm gonna do, because I don't want another loan. I don't want a loan. I don't want to, because Dauphin County just went ahead and raised their rate for taxes this year. So to cover everybody's paycheck, they're raising their paycheck. So yeah, and instead of asking the government here in Pennsylvania, they just got 2.8 billion in marijuana sales, and you tell me they can't forget property tax? That's not even what the casino is declaring. What if say the casino, hypothetically, 5.2 million billion dollars. I never even in my lifetime, when I was in school, we were just had, if you were rich, if you had $1,000, if you had somebody that had like $500,000 in the bank, they were the richest person in town, or even $100,000. Now it's billions. Oh, another term that came out was quadrillion. Now they're going on $250 billion. $250 billion. Can you just imagine? Why do you need to have so much money? You're gonna go to buy a car, and it's gonna be $100,000 or $200,000, or like say like I bought this truck. This truck was $38,000. Okay, so I'd have to spend $380,000 just because inflation added zeros. You go in to buy a loaf of bread, it's $1,000. Huh? Are we heading in the right direction or not? I mean, it's already like I don't know how many. Let's see. I went in and I bought, and it's like between $3 and $5 for a loaf of bread. $3 and $5 for a loaf of bread. The cheapest bread is $3. Okay, it was on sale for $2.49. Okay, $2.49. Eggs are over $5. I mean, okay, cheapest eggs, the small ones, you're looking at $2.50. You have better luck going getting brown pasteurized eggs from the Amish for $3 a dozen, $2 to $3 a dozen. I know I'm griping a lot. This is going to be an hour. Because I want to say what I want to say. And there's BG's. Oh, the discount center. It's not BG's no more. Food Plus. They call it Food Plus now. It's not BG's. Huh. Well, that grocery store went out. This is in Millersburg. I'm going to stop by the Coliseum. They took an old theater a couple of years ago that was run down, and they got a grant from the state and fixed it up. For basically is something for the people in the town to do. Because now you got this one restaurant, it's up for auction. You got a couple others that are up. You got just people. Looks like regular people just like making their own stores. Seriously, they just got people making their own stores and like bargain angels, and it's just got no retail on it, nothing, just bargain angels. Just people making up stores. Because I guess if you make up your store, Quiet Place, okay, that's all they're playing, Quiet Place and Inside Out. Remember, I gotta go up 2 because they won't let me turn left out here. Three-bedroom for rent. Passing the Millersburg Fire Company. Still won't let you turn left. Heather's Havens parking. So people are just making businesses, probably because maybe it's just it's easier to work for yourself. And who knows what type of tax laws or who knows what type of tax laws, who knows what so I know you can claim loss. So if it doesn't work out, well, they're the Christian everyday blessings is gone now. They're closed. Oh, shoot, I can't see. Okay, let me squeeze my butt out here. Okay. Yep, everyday blessings. The printing. Oh man, even the little printing. Where they printed the paper, it's gone. Man, I can just drive around here and just look at the things that are just gone, and see. See, this is where they get people. Is they stand there and then they go, okay, yeah, we're going to build back better. But you got to remember, the Federal Reserve creates money out of thin air. So they give the banks the right to create money for them, to make loans out of thin air. So if you go to a bank and ask for $100,000, you know that they're going to give you $100,000. But where did it come from? The Federal Reserve. So you got to pay interest on that money to the bank and to the Federal Reserve. It just made out of nothing. Just magic, pulled out of a hat. That's what gets me. And then with all the money that he gathers up from our taxes and sends it over to Ukraine, he's just telling the banks here, oh yeah, to make them think that whatever, make the American people think. Here, open the floodgates on loans. Open the floodgates on loans. Give them what they want. And then you see people see these places pop up, but they only last a couple of months. But he's taking all our money and all of our real hard-earned tax dollars that's supposed to pay our national debt and wherever, and sending it overseas. So look, they just remodeled that whole store and they put a Vietnamese restaurant in there. Hey, I might go try that. One night. Oh, and then here's Smucker's nursery. It's called Smucker's Gardens. This just popped up. It's been here probably maybe a couple of months, about 8 months, maybe a year. You got some metal company on the other side of the street. But you don't see no cars sitting up front. It's a warehouse, but there's no cars sitting up front. So it's just like they built a whole bunch of warehouses down in Hershey and Cleona area, and there's no trucks backed into them. There's no cars sitting outside. They just build them and just have them sitting there. Why? Why you just have warehouses just sitting empty? Maybe they're not empty. Maybe they're part of some secret government thing. Oh, there we go. Somebody's going to church. All right. Well, this is almost. I'm trying to get it to one hour. And yeah. So we're going to get home. And I will see you in the next one. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. I know people have been commenting, and they've been bad because YouTube has been telling me they've been filtering the comments. So if your comments aren't getting through, maybe you should reword or think about what you're saying, and maybe try to be positive in that in what you're saying, because yeah, they're not letting those through. I can guarantee they're not letting the bad comments through. So, and if you want to give a bad comment, then keep it to yourself. That's all I gotta say. Is because if you had a video on here and you asked me to watch and subscribe to you, I would sit down and watch and watch it. You know, it doesn't matter how bad it is. I can sit down and watch what you make. You make your video, I make my videos. We support each other. But if you want to tear me down and go right ahead. Go right ahead. Tear me down. And you know what? I'll still, if you need me to watch your videos, I'll watch your videos. But I'll even subscribe to you to give you someone to unsubscribe. You know. But if you want to be a negative Nancy, go ahead. Go right on ahead and you be negative. So, alright. Like, share, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you in the next one.